Today I want to share with you my essential backpacking gear. There's a lot of good videos on YouTube of how to pack a backpack. I skipped that, it's already packed. I want to show you what the pack looks like packed and unpack it, and then describe the items that I always take on a backpacking trip with me. First of all, you're going to want a good water filtration system. I use the Sawyer system. Have to have water, it's essential. Also, you're going to want to be able to build a fire. I could be a Boy Scout and start a fire the old-fashioned way, but instead I choose to use a lighter, and then these little zip fire sticks work very well for starting campfire. Then, of course, to eat, you're going to have a lightweight bowl and a lightweight spoon, fork spoon, whatever they call those things. I want to avoid plasticware and stuff that would create unnecessary trash and unnecessary weight. To heat our food up, or to heat the water up for our food, we actually have a jet boil unit, and this is a French press to make our coffee, and it boils the water for making our meals. For meals, these handy little packets, available in several different flavors, are really good. All you have to do is open them, pour the boiling hot water in, and just wait for them to cook. In the mornings I like oatmeal, so you can see in this plastic bag I've got oatmeal. I've also got some paper towels and some tea. Anything that might get wet I keep in plastic so that it's protected. Also, of course, matches in case the lighter doesn't work. So that's all carried in my lid. That way all my food type stuff is in one place. It's easy to find. And then, of course, toilet paper, very important. I'm a hammock camper, so I use the Eno hammock. This is the double nest hammock. You can buy a complete kit that has everything you need to have a hammock tent, or you can buy these things individually. I definitely recommend sticking with the Eno brand. In addition to the hammock, you're going to want to buy the Eno straps. I've got those opened here so you can see it's the Atlas strap system. Any of the other hammocks that I've looked at and the way they affix the trays is just inadequate. The Eno's worth the investment. Make your life a lot easier. It's easier to adjust, easy to set up. So in addition to the hammock, you're going to want to have a rain fly. This is the Pro Fly. I like carrying the Pro Fly because it's lightweight, but you also might consider the House Fly. The House Fly does a better job of protecting you from the elements. You're going to want to be very careful when you're hammock camping that you keep the wind off of you, and if it's cool outside at all, you're going to want to consider getting an air mattress. I use the AirRail 1.5. The logic is that when you're sleeping in a hammock, your body will compress the sleeping bag between you and the hammock, and then the outside of the hammock's exposed to the wind, so you'll get this situation where you're almost sweating on top and then freezing on your back. So you've got to do something to create that barrier between you and the elements. The only other thing that you're going to need for your hammock, depending on the time of the year, is a bug net. If it's bug season, you want to have that bug net to protect you as well. You'll notice that I put everything inside just a household garbage bag. That way everything's kept dry no matter the environment. I also have a water bladder reservoir in my backpack for drinking while I'm on the trail. Then also in the easily accessed outside pockets, I've got things I might need on the trail. I've got a utility cord. I've got a venom extractor if you should get bit by a wasp or by a spider, you won't be able to extract that venom. Toothbrush, toothpaste, and of course a first aid kit. Very important to have a phone charger and an extra battery with you as well. I've got that, and again a way to keep it dry. Lighting is very important if you get caught out after dark or if the trail takes longer than you think. I've got a very high quality flashlight that I carry with me, but also a headlamp that you can don, especially if you're setting up your camp and it's getting dark. Much easier to work, have both of your hands free if you've got a headlamp. Last but not least is a sleeping bag. Probably the area that you want to make the biggest investments in a good sleeping bag. A good sleeping bag will be lightweight and of course keep you warm and protected from the elements. The sleeping bag is stuffed in the bottom part of my backpack. It's also inside a household garbage bag to keep it nice and dry. That's the essentials of every trip.